Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So, sometimes it will really be great. If these people wake up Sunday and say that, you see, you know what? We just need our own space and all that. Let's just go to Purple Island or Green Island or Antarctica and start afresh there so that Black people can rest. Woo! So I saw a video of a woman saying that everything that happened in Florida or what it's going on in Florida got to do with racism too, right? And then this man jumped out from nowhere and said, "What do you mean that it got to do with race?" And then went ahead to say that sometimes he just want to call people that look like me the N word with a hard ER. And then went further to say that, he is having black fatigue. Oh, I was like, oh, you are having black fatigue and you are also talking about black people. So also, I am like, do these people wake up to bait black people? Because one thing I have learned from black people is that when people show you who they are, do not give excuses and all that. Before, when I started this content some years ago, I used to make excuses. Why? Because I did not know that some people can be this silly or stupid. So that period, I was saying that maybe they are mentally unstable because the things that I see them do is something that is absurd. Let's
Dumb little girls, them people died because of racism, not politics.
You are the fucking definition of black fatigue. I really wish I could call you a hard R right now because I definitely would. I would call you a hard R for sure right now. But I'm probably gonna get banned anyways because of all you fucking ignorant ass people popping up on here trying to say that a national disaster was caused because of racism, not politics. It has nothing to do with fucking politics or racism. It's just a fucking sad situation. But you want to fucking make it into race? Get the fuck out of here. Fatigue. I really wish I could call you a hard R right now because I definitely would. I would call you.
So do it. What's stopping you, Kevin? Do it. I mean, that is your default word, isn't it, Kevin? Isn't it? You mean to tell me in front of a camera you don't have the balls that you normally have when the camera's off, Kevin? So call her that. Say it. Come on, Kevin. Just say it. What's the matter? Your comment section ain't hype you up enough, Kevin? Why are you afraid now, Kevin? Are you afraid that if you do, the consequences will happen? Well, you look like a big, strong guy, Kevin. What are you afraid of? Say it. Y'all keep thinking we're telling you not to say it. No, we're saying consequences may vary. Come on, Kevin. You want to call it a hard ER because she said that it was racism that led to these people dying and not politics. If y'all had voted for the black lady instead of the goofy white man, maybe she might be true. Who knows? But you're so mad, Kevin, that you went instantly there. That's where you instantly went to, Kevin. Instantly. She says something you don't like and you instantly go, I want to call you the hard ER. So do it. Just do it, Kevin. Let your comment section give you that Superman triple K cape. And you get a chance to say what you've always wanted to say towards black folks. But you're afraid to do it out loud in front of somebody. What happened? Did your balls drop off? You could have disputed her without even mentioning that, but that was the first thing you mentioned, Kevin. That was the first thing. I really want to call you the hard ER right now, so do it. Do it, Kevin. Do it to me, Kevin. I am in no way, shape, form, or fashion agreeing with that woman. At all. At all. But I now want you to say it to me, Kevin. Say it to me. Now, before you do, Kevin, please understand that when you call me that, the rules of the game have now changed and consequences will occur. I know people. And what I will do is take your comment or your video and I'll spread it around. Because consequences will occur. Does that mean violence? No. That could mean, does your family know you talk like that? Or maybe they do and they're the ones that encourage it. So then the whole family gets involved. Don't be scared, Kevin. Say what you really want to say, buddy. Say what you really want to say. Because there were several ways you could have dealt with this, Kevin. You could have ignored her. You could have made a comment like all the rest of these MAGA people are doing. I can't believe that you would be intolerant. But no, Kevin. No, no, no. You and that racist ass comment section of yours decided this was the hill you were going to die on. I want to call you the hard ER. So do it. So do it. That's all you got to do, Kevin. Let's let everybody know what kind of person Kevin with the K is. Don't think I didn't notice that. So do it, Kevin. Let's see how it works.
Here's a direct message from a black man to all the racist supremacists of the world. Because y'all seem to only have nuts when you're on social media talking. There's no need to jump in comments. There's no need to do all the tough internet stuff. When you see me or any of my people out in public, just pop it off if you really want an issue that bad. If you really want it to go down. There's no need to wait in the shadows for your favorite politician to give you instruction. Pop it off. I'm so sick of hearing all you supremacists, all you tyrants, all you racist individuals talk about these migrants, talk about these people like you ain't the original migrant. Like you ain't the original illegal immigrant. Like you ain't the original colonizer. Like you ain't the original thief. Like you ain't the original mass murderer, mass rapist. You're all of these things. I hear Trump talking all this deportation and yeah, I hear all of that, but so should white people be deported? Should we treat white people the same way whites are trying to treat the migrants? Wouldn't that make sense since that's your ideology? Since you're saying the migrants are here illegally, but you are. The European American illegally occupies indigenous land to Africans and Native Americans. So what are we talking about here? What is the selective outrage and selective hearing about this issue? Any racist. You don't like black people, you don't like Hispanics, you don't like Puerto Ricans, you don't like Asians, whatever it is, you don't like us? Pop it off. Stop talking. Y'all talk too much. You cowardly asses just sit on the internet and talk and create bot and troll accounts to troll people, and it ain't working. We don't care about you. We ain't interested in talking to you. We don't want nothing to do with you. None of us. I don't understand why y'all are so obsessed with what black people are doing. You obsessed with what Hispanics are doing. You obsessed with what the migrants are doing. You obsessed with what everybody else is doing, but yet your government don't even care about you. Let's remember, I'm the same person that said, regardless of color, a combat veteran shouldn't have to pay another bill in this country. I'm the same person that said I'm not a Republican nor a Democrat. I'm not a Blood nor a Crip. I'm not none of these things. So I speak unbiasedly. Joe Biden is an issue. Donald Trump is an issue because the agenda that they serve together goes against the forward momentum of the people. Why is it that we still participate in the Republican and Democrat gang war? Neither side give a damn about your broke ass. But you sitting up there arguing and debating for people that just line in their pockets with corporation money. You sitting up there arguing and debating for people that's trying to figure out how to further divide you from your children and your family and your neighborhood and your community. They are trying to gain more and more control over you and your household, and you sitting up there arguing with a person that's just as broke as you about who you want them to vote for. I don't care what side you on. Both these individuals is the problem. On one hand, you got one that can't even speak a full sentence properly. And on the other hand, you got a racist with a supremacist base that's just a purebred idiot. You lose on both ends. Black people lose, white people lose, Hispanics lose, everybody loses because guess what? Both these individuals are unqualified and incompetent. So what is this really about? Because if it's a war that y'all are trying to start in America, pop it off, bro. There's no need to do all the subliminal waiting in the shadows for a politician to tell you to do it. Pop it off. We gonna answer the door. I promise you. I promise you, once you pop it off, we gonna answer the door. We see you from a mile away because we've been dealing with you since the beginning. All of this fake outrage about the migrants, forgetting that the original migrants is you.
Look, I'm going to see my barber tomorrow. I don't really want to fucking hear it. The point of this video is MAGA has forced me to accept that a kind of human being exists whose existence I did not want to readily accept when it comes to the different types of human beings and their mindsets and their perspectives, so forth and so on. The way these motherfuckers have this odd ability to miss the fucking point until the most unbelievable moment or the most unbelievable thing causes them to see the point. And then you just have to stare at them like that. That's what made you see what everybody else has been screaming at you for months. Right now, on my For You page, there are MAGA personnel making videos, quite a bit of them, saying, hey, if Trump doesn't come out and be more transparent and upfront about this whole Epstein list, we're done with them. We're not gonna support him anymore. That's where we draw the line. There are concentration camps, literally, on American soil. That didn't do it for them. Do I really need to sit here for 17.5 minutes to list all the things that should have made them question this motherfucker prior to the DOJ and Pam Bondi being like, oh, poof, no Epstein list? Now, I'm okay with it. Ashamed? Shocked? Are they still pitiful and disgusting? Of course. But at least they are finally starting to ask fucking questions. What do you mean there are literal concentration camps? You cannot look at how the fucking Holocaust started and they called it deportation centers, and then what it became known as, and all the people that died prior to people being aware that these are in fact just killing camps and not whatever they described it to be. Like, the Holocaust was a very big operation. So to see everything laid out that happened with the Holocaust and how it started off as this and ended as that, and to see the exact same things happening in America, for something in your mind outside of fucking politics, outside of I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, I'm a conservative, I'm a liberal, outside of all that bullshit, if you can't just be disgusted at the concentration camps that are a part of American soil right now being disguised as deportation centers, the exact same bullshit veil they tried to throw over the concentration camps way back during the Holocaust, way back, used lightly, it was less than a century ago, right? We're still dealing with racism and shit for I don't know how long, but people think less than a century has passed since the Holocaust and Nazi ideology is just eradicated from the world. Come on now. Come on now. But I say all this to say, y'all will fucking ignore all of that while millions and millions of Americans scream at you, hey, where's your humanity? Where's your morality? Where's your ethics? How do you call yourself a Christian? How do you support this? How did you point the finger at Kamala for this, but then ignore this about Donald Trump? Why are all of Donald Trump's cabinet members underqualified? The list goes on and on and on and on and on, but it's the fact that their choice for the president of the United States won't release a list that he's definitely a part of to confirm that he was on Epstein Island multiple times. That's when they say, hey, I can't support this anymore. Mind you, we've seen this motherfucker from 2016 to 2020 already. It just really shocks me how much is required for people to question Trump. That's why it's a fucking cult. Members of his own family have come out and said, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. Everybody from his previous cabinet said, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. His former vice president said, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. I just refuse to give Mike Pence any type of respect or anything. I'm glad that he did what he did in the 2020 election debacle and shit. But again, he's in the same fucking boat. It took you, Donald Trump asking you to break the fucking law and not certify the election for you to be like, no, that's not the American way. 2016 to 2020, Mike Pence, you didn't see anything else from that motherfucker that wasn't? Okay. What I'm trying to get y'all to fucking understand. This is why even if you all do turn your back on Trump and you stop supporting him or you stop asking questions or you just realize how fucking stupid and blind and lied to you've been for God knows how long, at least for me, there is no fucking forgiveness. This was an open book test. I can even give you a little bit more grace if we knew all this shit about Trump, but he hadn't been the president already. But it's literally on top of everything we know and seen about this shit character of a man, right? On top of already having him for 4 years to begin with, he made y'all all these grand fucking promises in the first presidency, didn't honor them, and then now y'all are saying promises made, promises kept in the second presidency. Motherfucker, where? His whole 90 deals in 90 days thing? Where are the 90 closed deals? But it's the lack of the Epstein list and not any of the other broken promises. Like, I don't know, the fucking wall built by Mexico that he promised y'all in 2016, damn near a decade ago. That didn't make y'all okay. I just want MAGA to understand that as they finally start to question the shit show that is the Donald Trump administration, I hope that they understand that this isn't just some magic, you're forgiven, come on over to the barbecue, the block party, everything's fine type shit. We will never forget the fact that you watched ICE do all this bullshit and be modern day Gestapo, quite literally. And that wasn't enough for you. It's just like that video going around right now. A few weeks ago, that lady was like, I'll wear alligator Alcatraz merch if I want to. You don't like Trump? Cry about it. Yada, 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 yada. And then when the tragedy with the Texas floods happened, she's on camera saying, what about us? We're human beings. Bitch, fuck you. Every immigrant that ICE kidnaps is a fucking human being too. But you see that shit and smile. But you want people to run to you in droves when your payroll arrives? Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. So please, by all means, finally start asking the fuck. I can't stand when I'm recording and motherfuckers walk right up to my car. Bitch, have you heard of privacy? Whole goddamn parking lot out here and you gotta hover around my shit. Take your ugly ass on. I apologize for my outburst. Decorum isn't always in my vicinity, but the whole point of this is to say that sure, by all means, start questioning the cult leader and dictator that is Donald Trump and his administration. We've been asking y'all to do that shit for literal months. And then once you start questioning it and you realize that you have been fucking stupid and wrong this whole time, also understand we could have just had Kamala, okay? So don't get on here and be like, no Epstein list, let me start questioning Trump, and then expect people that have already cut you off to...
This is all I got from this video. It is the matching energy, because at this point in time, these people are being very crazy. I don't know, but I think some certain things are kind of absurd, seeing a full grown man. I don't know why people are in kind of crazy. I don't know why I say this, but I don't know why an old person, I keep emphasizing on their age because, like, as you are growing, I remember when I was like very young, maybe like 15, thereabouts, 16. And there are always, my dad is always like, okay, now my mom is always like, wouldn't you behave like you are 15? Right? And when I got to like 20, I was like, oh, yeah, I am 20 and there are some things I shouldn't be doing, Then 22, 25, you're like, there are some things I cannot be caught doing. I don't know if you understand that. But some people, like at 35, at 40 something, even at 50 something, they are really being very crazy and acting very stupid. Sometimes I'm like, do they have family? Do they have kids? Do they have wife? That will really be very, like, that would be so ashamed to find out that maybe their loved one is doing something like this, or like, how can this person be doing this? And then it boils down to what Brother Ken, Moses Ken said, that some of them want to actually profit off maybe your pain, they just want to bait. But, sometimes when you see how these people talk, you can also say that these people are not baiting. This is actually what they have in their heart. Maybe this is also like their avenue, like when they see some kind of video, this is like a chance for them to also explode, to tell you, this is me and this is how I feel about you. And videos like this, I also do not take them for granted. Why? Because this is who they are. And you absolutely need to know that this is who they are. I remember back then, 3 years ago, when I am always making excuses. Sometimes I'm like, maybe they are mentally not okay. Or maybe they are, sincerely speaking, I am sorry. But sincerely speaking, at some point, I thought maybe they are like, mentally deranged. Because there are some things I do not see myself doing, maybe as a younger person. But them as older people are doing it. So it's abnormal. Really, it's very abnormal. Now, with everything going on in Florida, racism is also part of the reason why what is happening is happening. Now, let me put you through. It's just like the video that I showed you people about the woman who was so happy. She was very happy. Excuse me. She was very happy that they are deporting people. Very happy that alligator Alcatraz, like, how do you, even if I do not have any relationship or anything with all these Latinos and all that, see, it is really horrible that they are going through that, though I know that they are the ones that voted for this, right? But still, I can also tell you that it is sad that they are going through that, right? But somebody being all over, being extremely happy. And when a black person does, like, debunking nonsense. And now what happened? In the end, she is the one begging for help, because the same thing she wished on people came back to her. Is that not racism? Or maybe I do not understand. It's also part of it. Politics is also part of it. Because the person you all put in the office said that I do not believe in climate change. Who does not believe in climate change? Global warming and all that. Are you okay? Right? Now, it is you wanted to say the word. You should have said it. At least you have somebody to sack from a job that you will not have work again in the next how many years to come. You will absolutely be jobless and hunting. You will go hungry. In this administration that is poking everybody, you will go hungry. You will not be able to buy your gas. Silly human being. I am going to draw the curtain here. Bye for now.